Hare Krishna, dear devotees, Dandat Pranam to everyone. We welcome to Gita Gyan English session. Today we will be discussing on two slokas from Bhagavad-gītā 4.34 and 4.35. This is one of the most important slokas of Bhagavad-gītā. So let us, with the blessings of the Lord, let us start. 4.34. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadyakshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. Just try to learn the truth by approaching the spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. 4.35. Yagnatva punarmoham evam yashyasi pandava yena bhutani asheshani drakshyasi atmanyato mayi. Having obtained real knowledge, a self-realized soul, you will never fall again into such illusion. For by this knowledge, you will see that all living beings are but part of the Supreme, or in other words, that they are mine. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, and a pranam to everyone. Just we'll go for a small recap and then we will get into the shloka. In the previous shlokas, Lord was saying that sacrifice will remove all sinful reactions, right? And without sacrifice, one can never live happily in this life. What to say of the next? And all the different sacrifices are approved by the Vedas, right? And by knowing them, we can get liberated. And sacrifices performed in knowledge is better than mere sacrifice of material possessions. And all sacrifices of work will lead to transcendental knowledge, right? So where to get this transcendental knowledge? That the Lord is telling us in these two slokas, in this 34th shloka. Hare Krishna. So I'll just read the translation again. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. Sorry. So here, actually, it is said that the path of self-realization is not easy. It's undoubtedly difficult. So therefore, the Lord is advising us. He is telling us, he told us the importance of transcendental knowledge. Now he is giving us a solution where to get that transcendental knowledge. See, but we have to understand that the Lord is our supreme well-wisher, right? He is only telling us what is good and he is telling us where to get the solution, right? So we have to always have a lot of gratitude towards the Lord. So the Lord therefore is advising us, right? 1 minute. So the Lord is, sorry about that. So the Lord is advising us to approach a bona fide spiritual master in the line of disciplic succession, right? Okay, so we have to go through the line of reliable gurus, right? Who are coming in the disciplic succession. That is very important. So pranipatena means by approaching a spiritual master. Pariprashnena, by doing submissive inquiries. Okay, sevaya, by the rendering service. And upadyakshantite, then they will initiate the jnanam, the knowledge, right? Why? Because they are tattvadarshinaha. They have already seen the truth. Jnaninaha means they are self-realized. Tattva, the truth. Darshinaha, they are seers, the seers of truth, because they have already seen it. But they have to, what they will see is our intention. What is this person's real intention? The material or spiritual? In that way, they will give us the knowledge. So let us see how to gain the transcendental knowledge from a guru. No one can be a bona fide spiritual master without following the principle of disciplic succession, right? This is very important. And who is the original spiritual master? The Lord, right? And a person in the disciplic succession can convey the message of the Lord as it is to his disciple. So the specialty of the guru is the guru doesn't manufacture rules against the principles of revealed scriptures, okay, and never claims to be God and never contradicts teachings of shastras and bona fide sadhus. This is the some of the qualifications of a guru, okay. So here it is said, no one can be spiritually realized by manufacturing his own process, right? Like foolish pretenders. So in Bhagavatam, it is said 6.3.19, Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. The path of religion is directly enunciated by the Lord, right? So that's why mental speculation, and also people want to independently reading books, they will read books and they want to progress in spiritual life. That doesn't work that way, okay? Like for example, a person who want to become a lawyer or engineer or a doctor or anything, and he want to make by himself by reading books, and they want to make bridges, or and the doctor person, he's not a doctor, but he just read the books. So he want to cut the body parts, give medicines. Will that work? No, it doesn't work like that, right? So that's why learning from the wrong person. Srila Prabhupada says, अंधा अंधे को पार कर रहा है, दोनों गड्ढे में गिर गए, right? The blind man is walking another blind man, both of them fell in the pit. So it doesn't work that way. And there are some of the gurus, they say a person, people go to them with different sort of difficulties, especially if it is about lust. They say, oh, you do a lot of lust, automatically it will go away. No, it doesn't work like that. It will only increase. It's like putting fuel in fire. So it doesn't work that way. So it's the wrong guru. In the same way, people who have anger issues, few people say, they go to some guru, whatever, and they say, oh, you show the anger on someone, like break few things, the anger will go. No. He has some anger issues on some other people, okay, and they will say, oh, you show the anger on some other object, then it will go away. No, it will only increase. It is said that anger will only increase. So that's why going to a wrong guru, it will be only detrimental for our progress. So how we should approach a guru, right? So here it is said, spiritual master should be accepted in full surrender, and one should serve the spiritual master like a menial servant without false prestige. It shouldn't be like, oh, let me test this guru, how great, how much knowledgeful he is. No, it shouldn't be like that. The queries should be there, but it should be submissive to gain knowledge, not to test the guru. That's very important. So here, and also it should be from the disciplic succession. For example, I was listening to one Prabhuji's class, and he was saying Srimad Bhagavatam was transferred from Lord Krishna to Lord Brahma, then to Narad Muni, then to Vyasadeva, right? Then to Sukadeva Goswami and to Parikshit Maharaj and Sutta Goswami, from Sutta Goswami to the Naimisharanya sages. So it has come from a proper chain, but from the Lord, right? Because he is the supreme spiritual master. So that is called parampara, okay? Like that. And also satisfaction of the self-realized spiritual master is the secret of advancement that we have to understand, right? In spiritual life, satisfaction of the self-realized spiritual master. How? We can do Vapu Seva. If it is not possible, we can do Vani Seva, right? For example, if the spiritual master has given some instruction, but we don't want to follow the instruction, that will not satisfy the spiritual master, right? So if he is not satisfied, he will not give us the knowledge, right? So it's like that. The transfer of knowledge will not happen. For example, a spiritual master is asking, oh, I want to, according to the Srila Prabhupada instructions, I want to construct a temple in a place where there is no temple, but they deserve it. Those people deserve it. So, and the disciples are saying, oh, why do you want to spend so much money? They have a lot of money. The disciples have a lot of money, but they don't want to give it to the guru. So that will not give satisfaction to the spiritual master. And when that satisfaction is not there, the transfer of knowledge will not happen. So here, unless there is submission and service, inquiries from the learned spiritual master will not be effective. What did Arjuna do? What did he say? Right? He told Lord Krishna all his problems. Oh, I don't want to fight, etc., etc. And then what did he say? Karpanya dosho pahata swabhavaha prachami tvam dharma sammoda cheta ichreyashyan nishchitam bruhitanme shishyasteha sadimam tvam prapannam. So what does it mean? Ichreishan means you tell me what is good for me. Like generally, people will say, "Oh, let me approach the guru who will sanction my ideas according to my, or some guru who will pamper me." No, that's not the right way. Ichreishan means what is good for me. I am soul surrendered. Please instruct me. Like that, we have to go. Shouldn't be like our agenda is not important. The spiritual master's agenda is very important here, right? And one must be able to pass the test of the spiritual master, right? When he sees the genuine desire of the disciple, he automatically blesses the disciple with genuine spiritual understanding. For example, who all approached who? Let us see. Vidura approached Maitreya. Vyasa, they approached Narada, right? Parikshit Maharaj approached Sukadeva Goswami. Lord Krishna, right? When he was a child, he also went to Guru, right? Sandipani Muni, okay? Lord Ram, he went to Vashishta Muni and Vishwamitra, okay? So what did they do? The supreme guru, right? Krishna is the supreme guru, but still, when he came as a human in this material world, he approached the guru and he did service to the guru. So we shouldn't think that we can not follow that. We have to follow, right? And blind following is also not good, and also absurd queries. Oh, who will win the next election? When will my marriage happen? Huh? All those things shouldn't happen. Okay, they're wrong inquiries. Okay, so that's why submissive inquiry is very important. Then we can get a clear understanding from him in submission and service and queries. And it shouldn't be like, I know everything. I did this. I did that. No. The example given is a glass of milk, which is totally full. Okay. If the glass is full of milk and you put more milk, what will happen? It will only come out, right? The milk will not stay. It will fall off. In the same way, if we think that, oh, I'm already knowledgeable, I don't need anything more knowledge, then we will not get that knowledge at all, right? Any knowledge that the guru gives, um, it will not get into our heart. Our queries should be, oh, in this material world, I want joy, but I'm only getting distress. Oh, my guru, please help, right? Like that. And it shouldn't be like a no. When we ask a question, when we inquire, it shouldn't be like a questionable, challenging, argumentative. No. And what we have to do? We have to do service. Krishna and Sudama, they also got firewood for their guru, and that right when they were students, right? So we should render. And our inquiries should be genuine query. And why? We have doubts, right? All of us have doubts. So we should go there to the guru, to approach a guru to clear those doubts, to improve. It's not like there should be a proper reason behind that, right? Only then the knowledge will become wisdom, and the practical, after when we render service, that is when the practical realization will come into our heart, right? So it's like that. And also, and how the guru should be, they shouldn't exploit, not selfish purpose, and he should be and guru is a genuine well-wisher. It is said, for example, for example, here the example given is a maths teacher is there. He's expert maths teacher. Only if he is an expert maths teacher, he can give the knowledge to the student, right? In the same way, what will the guru do? What is the agenda of a guru? The guru's agenda is actually very simple. Give love of Godhead to everyone, right? My disciple should develop love for God. That's the specialty of guru, okay? So in the next so love of Godhead, right? So what do we get from them? Inspiration, instruction, and association of the bona fide guru. The humble service. When will we get all these things? When we do humble service to the guru. So qualification of a disciple. What is it? Firm respect for Supreme Personality of Godhead, faith in the Guru and Krishna, being submissive, fully obedient, being humble, right? In serving mode, and all those things. So respect of Guru and as God, that is very important. And also anxious to satisfy the Guru. This is very important. Okay, these are and when we have genuine desire, when we Guru will see genuine desire and genuine, is this person a genuine seeker, and then he will impart transcendental realization to the jiva. So now the question comes, oh, what is the benefit of such transcendental knowledge? Having obtained real knowledge from a self-realized soul, you will never fall again into such illusion. For by this knowledge, you will see that all living beings are but part of the Supreme, or in other words, that they are mine. So the result of receiving knowledge is that we are part and parcel of the Lord. Okay, that is very important, right? Not for my joy, right? Not for my agenda. Jiva is zero. Actually, Jiva doesn't have instrument. The instrument is given. This body is an instrument, which is of Prakriti. We are eating. We are utilizing Prakriti to maintain this body. But if we utilize it for sense gratification, that means we are in Maya. Okay, that is also given. That which is not. In this purport, Srila Prabhupada is telling, Maya means that which is not. We are trying to enjoy in this material world, right? So that's why there is no enjoyment. After enjoyment, yeah, there may be little enjoyment in the beginning, but later on it will become sorrow, right? If you see all those developed countries, they have everything, but they don't have peace. They are taking anxiety drugs, right? Lot of people have, especially in England, they say one person in a family takes anxiety drugs, and they call themselves developed country. They have taken all, they have plundered all the money from all the countries, right? But but they couldn't gain enjoyment, right? What is left? Only anxiety, nothing else. So that's why our joy, the Jiva's joy is not important. Jiva's agenda is not important. Lord's joy. What is Lord's agenda? That we have to, and what is that? How to help others to go back home, back to God. That is Lord's joy. That is Lord's agenda. If we do that, so how we can understand, how can we get to that stage? Only by understanding that we are everybody is part and parcel of the Lord. So the other thing that we have to understand is that Krishna, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is cause of everything. In Brahma Samhita, it is clearly stated that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the cause of all causes. But the problem with Mayavadis is they give more importance to Brahman effulgence. That is the issue with them, right? So they get stuck in the Brahman only. But what our understanding should be that you will hear Srila Prabhupada is saying, even the millions of incarnations are only his different expansions. Similarly, living entities are also expansions of Krishna. But the problem is here, the Mayavadi philosophers, what are they thinking? They wrongly think that when Krishna loses his own separate existence in his main expansions, for example, we distribute gulab jam, ISKCON bullets, right? Or if we, for example, if we make 400 gulab jams, if we give away, like devotees are coming, we are giving away after 300 devotees take them, how much will be left? 100. Another 100 people will come. What will happen? It will become zero, right? But the Lord is not like that. So Lord is absolute, right? Mayavada philosophers fail to understand that absolute means 1 plus 1 is equal to 1, and 1 minus 1 is also equal to 1. That is the case of the absolute world. That is the Lord, right? Lord is absolute. He doesn't lose his original identity. Okay, Srila Prabhupada is saying that, and here it is said that although we are separated parts of Krishna, we are nevertheless not different from him. For example, a gold particle is there. It is same as gold, right? Water particle. If you see, so if you take some water from the sea, ocean, it is also salty. The only thing is we are Anuatma. Lord Krishna is Vibhu Atma, right? Supreme Soul, right? We have to understand that. And what are we supposed to do? We are all meant to satisfy Krishna, right? The problem is, it was because of Maya, right? Arjuna thought that temporarily bodily relationship with kinsman and is important than the eternal spiritual relationship with Krishna. That's why he didn't understand, oh, what is my relationship? He forgot. So that is because of Maya. Okay, and we have to take here, the example given is about a hand of a body and a leaf from a tree. If the hand or the leaf thinks that, oh, if the hand thinks that, every day I am feeding this mouth, let me cut off and go away from this body, what will happen? It will die. In the same way, leaf, if it wants to enjoy independent of the tree, what will happen? It will dry and it will die. There is no energy. So that's why serve and be happy and be nourished. That is the motto of the Jiva. It shouldn't be like independent. I want to enjoy independently. No, that doesn't work that way. Okay. For example, we want to enjoy. Here, the Srila Prabhupada is telling, The living being is a Krishna's eternal servitor. Sorry, I'm just muting someone. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, please mute everyone. So here cannot be separated. The eternal living being is Krishna's eternal servitor. He cannot be separated from Krishna, right? As his sense of being is identity part of from Krishna is called Maya. Okay, sense of being identity. I want to be apart from Krishna is called Maya. So here we want to enjoy independently. What's happening? What did the Lord do? He made us eat 3 times, minimum 2 or 3 times in a day. And then what did he do? He gave limited resources, right? And also, we may get a lot of eatables to home, but they will deteriorate, right? Okay, the person has eaten a lot previous day. The next day he will become hungry again. So the Lord is proving to us that this is not the place to enjoy. This is the place, this is dukkhalayam ashashvatam. That's why, so if you see, those animals, they don't drink filtered water. We are the only one who drink filtered water. If we drink the water that they are drinking, what will happen? We are a gone case, right? So that's why the Lord is telling us, you are not independent. We are always dependent of the Lord. So we shouldn't enjoy separately from the Lord. That we have to understand. And having forgotten, right? We are part and parcel of the Lord, and we have to, the purpose is to serve the Lord. But the problem is we are serving, we are trying to enjoy independent of the Lord, right? So what is happening here? Why this is all happening? This is forgetfulness of the transcendental service of the Lord. So what are we doing here? Griha, Kshetra, Suta, Apta, Vittahi. Griha means house, Kshetra, land, Suta, kids, Apta, friends, Vittahi, money. So we're trying to do all this. We're trying to gain all these things and gain happiness out of it. So that is the wrong happiness. We have to understand that. Why? If you see, the Prakriti is maintaining everything. We are not maintaining, right? We are not maintaining our Apta and Vittahi, Suta, right? Prakriti is maintaining, and Prakriti is maintained by the Lord, directed by the Lord. Okay. So but when one is engaged in transcendental service through Krishna consciousness, one becomes at once liberated from this illusion. And that pure knowledge can only be given by a bona fide spiritual master. Thereby, avoid the delusion that living entity is equal to Krishna. We are never equal, right? We can never be equal. Krishna has killed Putana by drinking the poison. Can we do that? No, not possible. In the same way, Trinavarta, while killing Trinavarta took Krishna away to the sky, but Krishna became heavy. So can we become light at one stage and become heavy at one stage? No. So we are never equal to the Lord. We have to understand that. So seva and service, that will, wow, I'm just finishing in 2 minutes. Seva and service, attention with knowledge, right? So when we do seva and service, we are doing, and when we give attention to the Lord with proper knowledge, what will happen? The result will be love towards the Lord. When we love someone, what will happen? We will remember them all the time, and at the time of death also. So that's why, what are we supposed to do? We have to serve the Lord, not independently. We should not become joyful independently, but by serving the Lord, we should gain joy. That is the most important thing, right? We are not separate entity. We are part and parcel of the Lord. We should serve the Lord nicely, and then we will become eligible to go back home, back to Godhead. At last. And that is the reason it is said that we have to chant, right? In this Kali Yuga, that's why it is said that. By how do we serve the Lord? By giving attention. How do we give attention to the Lord? Because Lord's name and there is no difference between the Lord and the Lord's name in this Kali Yuga. That's why we are supposed to chant nicely, give attention. When we give attention, obviously we'll become we will love the Lord. For example, a small example, if we give attention to a small kid, for example, he will start loving us automatically, right? In the same way, when we give attention to the Lord, automatically we love the Lord, right? And for example, people may say, "Oh, I am very sinful. Can I do? Can I get transcendental knowledge?" That the Lord is explaining in the next sloka. Thank you, dear devotees. Dandat Pranam. So any questions or comments we will take now, and then, otherwise we will go to the next part of the program. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, just one question. It details you should not ask to Krishna, and you should depend upon the Krishna. Can you highlight this?
Sorry, I didn't understand your question, Prabhuji. Can you please clearly ask?
So, they think you should not ask to God anything, but you should depend upon the God. Can you highlight in this?
We can ask the Lord to give us the transcendental knowledge.
God,
There
but
is
you should
nothing.
not you should
Eh,
not ask to God anything, but you
we
should
can,
depend upon the God.
yeah, no, we can ask the Lord to give us the proper knowledge to go back home, back to God, to serve Him. There is nothing wrong in asking, but to ask Him to so that I can enjoy independent of the Lord, that is wrong, right? So what happened to Hiranyakashipu? He also asked the wrong thing to Brahma, right? What happened at the end of the day? He got killed, right? So we shouldn't ask the wrong things. The right thing to ask is, how can I serve the Lord? How can I go back home, back to God? How can I help others to go back home, back to question? Right thing to ask the Lord. We shouldn't ask the wrong things. We can ask the right things. There is no problem with asking right things from the Lord. But asking wrong things, what happened to Hiranyakashipu? He failed, right? He got everything, but he died at the end of the day by the Lord himself. So did your query been answered, Prabhuji?
Yeah, but some problems will come, and some will have not clarification of which what to do. Then you should in that time what should do, Prabhuji?
We can that's why see today we spoke about that only. We can approach Guru or other devotees who are self-realized. We can ask them. We can get and we can query from them, and we can get the answers from them and do accordingly. And Bhagavad-gītā is telling, right? The Lord is telling, Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam praja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma शुचः. Depending on the Lord is also very important. When we surrender to the Lord, oh Lord, please help me, I'm in trouble, the Lord will definitely help. Like Prahlad Maharaj, right? He helped the Prahlad Maharaj. Hiranyakashipu tried to kill him in many ways, but Prahlad Maharaj came out without any issue, right? Like that, Prabhuji. And we have to approach a guru, or if not possible, we can approach self-realized souls who are in the temple. So that's why association, book reading, chanting, and devotional service and diet is very important. ABCD is the solution for all our problems. And approaching the guru and self-realized souls.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.